Dominik Mysterio, the son who betrayed his father, the man who embraced the Judgment Day, and the superstar who has risen into one of the WWE's most hated villains. But what if I told you this path of arrogance, betrayal, and gold leads him not only to WrestleMania 42, but to his ultimate babyface turn of his career?
That son of a bitch! Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why! Damn Triple H! Damn his soul! You son of a bitch!
Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I am your host, as always, the King, and thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I'm gonna take you guys on a little journey, a little adventure, if you will, to discuss how Dominik Mysterio officially becomes the greatest Mysterio of all time. But first, we must head to Act 1 of this journey. Let's start in Act 1, Worlds Collide. September 12th, Worlds Collide. Dominik Mysterio challenges El Hijo del Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. And against all odds, and of course, with Judgment Day lurking in the shadows, Dominik pulls it off. Metal plate in the mask and a frog splash for the win. He shocks the world and defeats Vikingo, capturing the AAA Mega title. And with the Intercontinental Championship still around his waist, Dominik Mysterio becomes a double champion. A smug, cocky, self-proclaimed international superstar. He puts himself on a different level. Takes the pedestal to a whole new height. Which leads us to Act 2, Flaunting the Legacy. With gold on both shoulders, Dominik mocks not just the WWE Universe, but his own family's legacy. You see, Dominik Mysterio is a part of a long line lineage of wrestlers. Not only his father, Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio Sr. and his grandfather, all wrestlers. The family line goes deep. It runs deep, and is a big family tree that he has. He brags on Raw, on SmackDown, and even premium live events that he surpassed Rey Mysterio. But Rey doesn't stay silent. Rey steps in, warning him, "You can't call yourself the greatest Mysterio of all time until you've beaten me." And as we all know, Dom has yet to have been able to beat his father in one-on-one combat. And how does Dom respond? Well, like he always does, by burying the entire lineage, by disrespecting the mask, by spitting on everything Rey and generations of Lucha Libre built before him. And with this, Rey can't stand it anymore. He can't stand his son mocking the entire Lucha Libre lineage and the Mysterio name by proclaiming he is the greatest of all time. This now leads us into Act 3, Rey Strikes Back. Eventually, Rey has had enough. He's had enough of his son's arrogant ways, and eventually, he takes all matters into his own hands. He costs Dominik Mysterio his IC title at Crown Jewel to Dragon Lee. Stops him from using the metal plate in his loaded mask and gets Dragon Lee the W, now taking away one of Dom's belts that he holds on his shoulders. Eventually down the line on Survivor Series, El Hijo del Vikingo regains the AAA title from Dominik with the help of Rey Mysterio again, thwarting his son from cheating. One by one, these titles have now slipped away thanks to the help of Rey Mysterio thwarting his son in all the chances that he gets. This makes Dom furious. Furious at not only the people he works with, the Judgment Day, but furious at his father. Now looking to gain gold once again, he takes his talents to the Royal Rumble and proclaims he shall win and go to WrestleMania, win the world title, and be the champion of the WWE. Which now leads us into Act 4, the Royal Rumble. So, what does Dominik do? Sets his sight on the Royal Rumble. With his ego crushed and his title's gone, Dominik declares that he will win. And then it happens. Father versus son, face to face in the middle of the Royal Rumble as the final 5 people arrive. They go at it, trading shots, trading history, trading legacy. In a shocking moment, Rey eliminates Dominik. The crowd erupts, but Dom doesn't take it lightly. He sneaks back into the ring and throws his father over the ropes, robbing him of his moment as well. This betrayal sets the stage for the ultimate showdown. WrestleMania 42, mask versus hair. Rey Mysterio's retirement match. This now leads us into WrestleMania 42 build. Dominik Mysterio being booed by the crowd outside the ring, inside the ring. It can't stop. The crowd that once chanted,
and these fans here tonight in Philadelphia are actually serenading the Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio. Look at the athleticism of Mr. Iguana.
Now reigns in boos over him. The boos have returned, and he can't block them out. He calls out Rey Mysterio, letting him know that he is sick and tired of seeing him around the building, sick and tired of seeing him in his life, and that he is going to retire him for good, and challenges him to a match at WrestleMania, telling him to put his mask and his entire career on the line. Well, Rey, of course, obliges to said challenge, but tells Dominik, if you want to do this match, you must put your mullet on the line. So, Dominik agrees. It is now a hair versus mask / career match, which now leads us to WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. Hair versus career and mask match. The build is heated. Judgment Day laughs at Rey, making his career seem like a complete joke, saying that Dominik is the superior Mysterio. Rey frames it differently. For him, this isn't just about winning or losing. This is about respect, about teaching his son one final lesson, and about preserving the legacy of Lucha Libre. Act 6, WrestleMania 42 match. The night arrives. WrestleMania 42, father versus son. Mask versus hair. It's a battle filled with callbacks to their past WrestleMania encounter, breathtaking lucha spots, and near falls that have the crowd on their feet. The Judgment Day try to interfere and assist Dom, but Dom tells them straight up to their face, he can handle this. He can win on his own. But in the end, Rey tries to get the 619 off, and it is reversed. Dom hits his own 619, frog splash, and Dominik Mysterio scores a clean victory. Rey, beaten and broken, goes to honor his word. He kneels in the ring, preparing to remove his mask. Which leads us to Act 7, the turn. Dominik hesitates. He doesn't want his father to go through with it. And that's when the Judgment Day strikes. Finn, JD, Raquel, Roxanne, even Liv storm the ring, assaulting Rey. They try to rip the mask off of his face forcefully. Dominik looking conflicted until something changes. He snaps. The crowd roars as Dominik Mysterio turns on the Judgment Day, helping his father Together, father and son fight back and hit both JD and Finn with a 619.
Logan was in this position Monday night. This time, are we going to see it? 6-1.
Poetic, symbolic, and emotional. Both hitting a frog splash simultaneously as Judgment Day must scurry away. Before they embrace, Rey takes off his mask anyway, but instead of discarding it, he places it on Dominik Mysterio's face, passing the torch, passing the legacy, and passing the Mysterio name to the next generation. And in that moment, Dominik Mysterio becomes the greatest Mysterio of all time. What began as betrayal ends with respect. And the question left hanging in the air after his babyface turn, after inheriting the mask, after cementing himself as Rey's successor, is Dominik Mysterio destined to be the next WWE champion? Only time will tell. But one thing is completely certain at WrestleMania 42. The torch is passed, and the legend is now born in Dominik Mysterio. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening in on what I believe can be the story written in history for Dominik Mysterio, becoming the greatest Mysterio of all time. If you agree with this story, if you liked what you heard, if you'd like to change anything honestly in it, let me know down in the comment section below. All right, this is just, something I had thought of, how we can get Dom to have his ultimate babyface turn going. But yeah, Dom's my guy. He's honestly probably one of the only reasons I continue to still watch or try to watch Raw in general. But yeah, I'm hoping for big things for Dominik, and I hope we do get this ultimate babyface turn for him at WrestleMania 42 against Rey. Again, if you guys liked what you heard, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, you like to change some things, leave a comment about that too. Share it with your friends. Tell them how it is. With that being said, thank you guys for joining me today in the MVP's Lounge. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
It's startling the fact that these two are actually... And these fans here tonight in Philadelphia are actually serenading the Intercontinental Champion, Dominik Mysterio.
Look at the athleticism of Mr. Iguana.